All right, so thank you all for being here. I'm going to give you a little short professional development tutorial on the program Canva. Are any of you slightly familiar with the program? Used it? No? Okay, cool. So I'm fairly new to it too. I just started using it this year. So a little bit about Canva. It's an instructional tool for educators to create visually engaging and educational content. It has a lot of different displays, so we'll get into it, but you can do different slideshows and things, but just takes it a step further, more creative than like PowerPoint. It offers a wide range of templates. That's what I really like. So teachers can get the premium version, and it has a lot of already pre-made templates that might already relate to your subject, and you can just go in and edit it as you need to. You can use it to create presentations, infographics, posters. A lot of teachers use it for exit tickets and things like that, and I'm doing an exit survey today. And then it is a valuable source for teachers to allow students to use to create their own presentations. So they actually have access to it on Clever, so they can create their own infographics, posters, presentations, things like that, if you want to do an electronic version. Okay, so, and I'm just going to walk you through the steps first, and then at the end, we'll do a little tutorial on your own computers. So to get started, I took just some screenshots of what it looks like. You can go to Canva. There's a lot of different ways to log in. For us, I recommend doing Clever just because it's easier to access through there. We would just go on our regular Clever page, and then you can search for Canva, or you can go to canva.com, click on sign up, and then Clever actually pops up as an option. And then you just type in your Microsoft email, and it'll go from there. And then I'll show you that at the end too. After you're signed in and logged up, that's when you want to figure out, okay, what am I going to create? I have created different infographics. Ms. Ford has asked me to make a few different things, just posters. I've made slideshows, presentations, exit tickets. One thing I really like about it is it has good graphing on there. So for math, there's different sorts of graphs you could do. You can specify the type of creation you want to do. So once you go in and click Create a Design, there's actually an education section, and then that pulls up different subjects. You can choose if you want to do a presentation, a worksheet, a video, infographic. This is Google Classroom, which we wouldn't have access to that just because we don't have Google products. But down here under Education, it has its own templates. Or up here, you can type in what you want to create and specify it. So you can say a geometry infographic, and it can pop up different templates. You can, if you don't want to do a template, you can make your own. I made my own today. You'll see it at the end of the presentation. You can go to the Create. You can choose what you want it to look like, the layout of what you want the pictures and things to look like, and then the color scheme that you want to do. And then my favorite part is that you can choose a template. So you can go, and for this one, the example that I made for y'all, I went to just history templates, history presentations, and I typed in branches of government just because that was something that I was familiar with. And it pops up this own branches of government slide that's already made. It's 8 slides, and the cool thing about it, it says you can apply all 8 pages, so you can look through it and see. Or you can just pick certain pages that you like information on and just choose those. And then once you go through that, you choose which ones you want. Then you can edit it to make it your own. So you can come over here and you can change the design if you don't like the colors. You can change the text. You can add pictures, so on and so forth. And then once you're done with your product, then you can share it. By sharing it, you can share the link with your class. You can post it into Clever. You can turn it into a PowerPoint if you want it to be. If you want to make an overview presentation, you can screen record it and then share it. There's a lot of different options of what to do. And if you do an infographic, you can, which you have to pay to do that, so I wouldn't recommend, but you can also print through Canva, and they'll print it for you. But since we have the poster machine here, you can download it to print it, and we can print it on the poster machine that's in Coach Wilson's room. Okay, so now's your turn to practice. So if you'll go to your Clever, or if you want to go to canva.com, either way is fine of how you get in. Yes, it should already be on there. If not, I can show you how to search for it. Okay. It is on yours. If it is, you can go ahead and click. Yeah. Okay. For yours, let's try to go to canva.com and see if. Okay, so it sent an email. It sent an email to your school email, and you can type in the code. Yep. So you go ahead and press continue to get in. And mine was in my junk email. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there it is.
So I go after I had to go to
Yeah. So you go to sign up because you haven't been in before. Continue another way, and then Clever pops up. Allow and continue. And then in your school email, it's probably in the junk, it sent you a code. Yeah, and then it has all the different buttons of, you can pick your teacher, you can pick 1 grade, 2 grades.
Do I need to be a teacher or a student?
Be a teacher, yeah.
Let me do 1 grade.
No, yeah, it'll let you toggle different grades, which is good because then you can search different templates. And it'll let you pick your subject that you do, or subjects. I know many of you do multiple different subjects. Yeah, so that's good, Ms. McCarthy. That's where
I don't have to do it.
you don't have to, but that's where you can get the premium templates, and it doesn't cost anything for teachers.
Okay.
So on the regular free version, it only gives certain templates. If it triggers you as a teacher, it will give you the free premium. You have to do the zip code first. Yeah, it wants you to click on your own.
That would help. Okay.
Good. Yep. And then you can skip that part. You don't have to do that part. You can skip that at the top. You can scroll up and skip that part at the top.
Yay.
Oh, we're just messed up. Okay. So then over on the left is where you will see the create button, or you can click on the templates button. So Ms. McCarthy, what's something that you would design for your class? Would you do? And you could even pretend like you're doing it from a student perspective of what they would want to present. So would you want to do it like an infographic, just an information tutorial, or a presentation? What would you see yourself doing in your class?
Like right now, I'm printing out a paper to show them parts of a parabola, so probably infographic.
Okay. Yeah. So then you can come over here to create, and then you can click on education, and you can click on infographic right here. And then once it pops up, the infographic, it will give you templates if you want to look at different styles and templates, or you can create your own over here. And you can even type in up here, education, infographic, math, so on and so forth. What would you do, Ms. Warren, for your class?
Well, I think I'm gonna do the same thing she's doing. I think
Okay.
it'll give me okay, let's see this. Then do I have to just search? If I want to?
Mhm.
Oh, look at
Yeah, you can search your different styles or your different templates.
Now, what if I wanted to make like is there a way to make a graph? You said on here like a
Yes.
coordinate plane graph.
Okay. So there's always, if it doesn't have what we need on here, you can, under graphics, you can always generate your own, or we can download one and upload it under uploads right here. That's what I did on, so let me show you mine right here. I never flipped to it. So this one I made just today, just to show y'all an example of what an infographic would look like. I created this one just with my own images and fonts. So I just went in and added the text boxes. I screenshotted the pictures off of just the actual internet, and then I saved them in uploads, and then all you have to do is drag and drop them like that. So you said you were looking for graphs for math?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. So there's tables, but we don't have that. And see, the good thing about this is that it's a fairly new program. And let's see, graphics. Okay, here's charts. What was the name of the graphic you said you wanted?
Well, now, I was looking for coordinate planes, but we're talking about parabolas. I was gonna search parabolas right
Okay, so there are coordinate planes right there if you just type that in.
now. Yeah, I saw some of that.
If I could spell parabola.
It's like parabola, as my students
Say
say.
I can't do. So here's different ones. I went under graphics and just typed in parabola at the top. So you would open, yeah, so you can either exit out or open an infographic. So then if you go over here to elements, you can type in parabola up there. And so yours should have, I'll have to relook at your login because it should have unlocked your premium because we get access to premium. All of us get access to premium.
I'm just gonna look at that one.
And so you can see all if you want to pull them up in a
So
large screen.
we do a selfie parabola project.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I can figure out how to use as well now.
Yeah, well, and I can even come at the day that you want to do it, I can come into your class and help do a tutorial.
Okay.
It's really a great program. Like I said, this is my first year using it, but I've enjoyed it. And it's just a different way everything now is, so technology based. And when they get to college, they have to know how to make, a lot of my master's program has been making infographics. And so I've had to teach myself how to do that. And so that's why I figured this was a good kind of PD tool to share to prepare the high school students for college.
Well, and my students in my senior class do a lot of projects on PowerPoint, so I can have them start using Canva.
Well, and the good thing is Canva and PowerPoint work together. So you can also insert slides back and forth or download if you need to. So that's good. So y'all feel comfortable enough with it for the moment?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then I'm going to, and I can email you all this PowerPoint too, so you can have more of the instructions. Let me go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, so then kind of to wrap up, I have a QR code on the board that you can scan with your phone. And it has just a little 5-question exit survey. You can type in, like Miss McCarthy, if you want a day that I can come in and help you with something, you can add that in the notes, or just different survey questions.
I'm not good enough to know yet when we'll be meeting you.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'll know.
You can
probably 2
always
days
just
before.
come. That's okay. I'll come help you anytime. And like I said, it's something I'm still learning too, so you can learn it together. But while y'all are wrapping up that survey, do you have any other questions on how you could implement the tool or anything like that? Or do y'all feel okay for now?
I do too.
Okay.
That's very cool.
Thank y'all for coming. I'll close this out.